the Apostle Paul tells us what happens at death. He says in Philippians 1:21, "For me to live is Christ, to die is gain." Okay, we're going to find out why is it gain. And he says, "I am torn between the two. I desire to depart and to be with Christ, which is better by far." So what Paul is saying is, the moment you close your eyes in this life, the fact you open them in the next, just like the rich man and Lazarus, the fact is, and I think that folks that are suffering right now, okay, the hope, the scripture really says there's a real heaven, and the fact is you close your eyes and you're going to be where? You're going to be with the Lord. Now, let's put another verse on the table because the time's going by fast here. In the book of Revelation, the Apostle John writes, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. And I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, 'Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away.'" What do these verses mean to you, Randy?
Well, this is a promise that all creation is going to be made right. Sometimes we forget that the last few chapters of Revelation correspond perfectly to the first few chapters of Genesis. The story begins, it's a true story. It begins in this powerful way. God intends for righteous man and woman to rule the earth to his glory. And then we think, well, Satan messes everything up. But then move forward through the redemptive work of Christ and the culmination in the last couple of chapters of Revelation, as you've just read. And now we have God restoring all the re-words in the Bible, redemption and reconcile and all those re-words. He's going to make it better than it's ever been, but he's going to restore what was lost. Paradise was lost. Paradise will be regained. No more sin, no more suffering, no more pain. What a perspective. And if you realize where we've come from and where we're going, it helps you today to think the way you should and to rejoice because you know that God's working everything together for good, and one day you'll be in a world where everything will be right.